Yes, guys. Welcome back to another stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Smash up the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Today was crazy. I can't lie. I'm knackered. I got no energy left. I'm glad the lads have joined me because they can speak and I can just sit here and chill because I have zero energy, man. I've got Bevel with me, Move, Pulpit, and Martin is joining. He's just loading up right now. Fucking hell, lads. That was some way to win it with the VAR intervention as well to make it even more stressful. Bevel, I'll just throw it off at you and then lads just jump in. Like, what a crazy game, mate.
John Stones to save the day again.
I know. That was insane. I've been calling for this guy to start for ages, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't by any means a good performance, and I think we need to stop conceding first. I think that's the big thing. If you look at the Fulham game, we came from behind to win. Today came from behind to win. There's been other games as well this season where we've conceded first, and it doesn't set the tone great for the game. Gvardiol, another excellent performance. No Premier League defender has got more goals than him in 2024. So, you know, obviously brought him in for the right reasons. Another fantastic goal today. On his weaker foot as well, something that a lot of attackers would be proud of. But yeah, I thought we looked a little lack in sort of attacking final third. There wasn't really much going on. Nothing really was happening for Haaland. Wasn't really getting much service to him. Haaland, we all know Haaland's not fantastic in the air. He prefers the ball played into his feet, you know, past the runner. And we just don't have that creative option at the moment. You know, the type of sort of KDB through ball we would normally expect. And I think we're suffering because of that.
Other teams know that as well. You can tell. Other teams can tell that they're just happy to let us pass the ball across the back four all day. We're not having anybody in the middle who's just. They're all very similar. That was what we suffered from today. Is just this constant across the back four all day with no one to unlock anything. Which is why I was a bit baffled when he put Foden on right. Really, he was crying out for me in the middle there. Somebody to get on the ball and dink something in. Play a free ball through. Yeah, I think that's why teams are happy to sit back against us now because they know they don't have that threat of that. Kevin De Bruyne gets half a yard on the ball and he whips one to the back post and someone's there. So,
you're saying then when De Bruyne's back, which should be back for next weekend, that you're saying we're going to be chilling then?
It'll make it so teams, when they sit back, don't just have to sit and just have a block of 10 because they know that when De Bruyne's on the ball, they can actually put them balls through, which will knock defenses. We haven't got that at the minute. It's definitely shown in the last few games, like we've laboured in the middle. It's been a tough watch.
I'd say first and foremost, and they're not going to like this, but that's why we're champions.
Facts.
Winning that type of game. And the other thing, though, is that without Rodri, without KDB, the margins are down to absolutely none. Like, we don't have the creative and the Rodri thing, whatever that is, that separates us from the rest of the league at the moment, at least from the other challengers. And I would say anytime I know it wasn't pretty today, but anytime you beat a low block, you've got to take it. I know it was tight. I know it was the last minute and all that, and we should have been a lot better than we were. But I'll take anything against the low block at this point. So really buzzing with that win. And but yeah, while those two are out, Rodri and KDB in particular, you know, I'll even throw Oscar Bob in there. I think Oscar Bob absolutely loves games like that in those tight spaces.
I agree.
So until we get those back, the margins are going to be this tight. I just worry that what happened today is not, and what has been happening is going behind in that is it sustainable or not?
No, it's definitely not sustainable. And that's why I said before the game to Martin, right? We need to fix up with our defense, mate. Yeah. We cannot keep conceding goals and like going behind and stuff because like sometimes you're going to have to shithouse it and win a game 1-0. You know what I mean? We've seen it at Newcastle. I know it was a penalty, but we've got to be able to see out at 1-0 victories. And yeah, that for me, we need to improve. But you know, today, Martin, crazy. We spoke after the game for a few moments. now you've settled down, what's your sort of calm take?
Nobody likes Karl. That's why I don't really give it. No one likes Karl. You were selling everyone at the end of the game. Every player went out.
I lost it, man. I hold my hands up and say, bro, the emotions got me, man. I almost broke my TV.
Yeah, it's a mad. Tell you what, it's a good job we didn't play QPR, wasn't it? Oh, sorry, we played QPR in 2012 and won in the last 93-20. It's not like we've got a record of doing this sort of
This
stuff.
isn't sustainable every game, though, Martin.
What was it today? 95-20.
It's been sustainable for 31 games, Bevo.
Martin's a believer.
I'm going to be straight. Listen, people can have all their opinions. It's what they want. I do think there was a little bit of arrogance today. I think some thought, oh, it's Wolves, bottom of the league.
Not me.
I do think that was there. I did. Yeah. And that's why I said this was going to be a very difficult game. We've got to stop looking at we're second, they're bottom. Right, we just turn up, slap them. Don't work like that. So I said on Friday, with no KDB, Foden's got whatever said he was. Yeah. You know, some of us know, some of us don't. It is what it is. But, you know, you've got your two creatives out. Rodri's out. Nobody wants to trust Núñez. So that's your midfield. This is the thing. There is no change in that midfield at the minute because no one wants to give Núñez the go. So that's it. That's your midfield.
I struggle to see why Gundogan's getting full 90s.
So who would you swap him with?
Yeah, would you play, Bevo?
Who would you play?
I would be giving more game time to Núñez. I think you could probably have dropped Phil Foden in a little earlier than what he was. But if you look at the last 3 games, I think, Gundogan's played like the full 90. Like he's 33, 34.
Well, I thought Gundogan played well today, man.
He did play well. I'm not saying that he didn't. It's a lot to expect from someone of that age to be playing every single week for, you know, the full 90.
He's Ilkay Gundogan though, isn't he? Like he's got this the pedigree, and he needs to keep playing to get back to being what he was. So I'm not bothered with him being in there.
I'm not bothered with him being in there. I don't think he should be playing full 90s week after
But we
week.
all said 3 weeks ago. Let's go back 3-4 weeks to the Arsenal game afterwards. And a lot of us were all saying to a man, listen, let's just get to January. We've got a nice set of fixtures. Let's just get to January, see where we are. I think that's what we're doing at the minute. There's not a lot you can do unless you're going to trust children. If you're going to trust the EDS lads. Nothing else we can do. You look at that bench today, and by the way, this thing of this the other thing we've got to stop doing. Grealish comes on, gets slagged off. Doku's on, gets slagged. It's like it doesn't help. And I'm not trying to be.
I thought Grealish was good when he came on today.
I'm not trying to be happy clappy. I'm just. If that was Arsenal today, there's a very different take to it. There's a very different outcome on it. It's sign of champions, here we go, look at that, never say die attitude. Arsenal got whipped at Bournemouth yesterday, 2-0 by the way.
But that changed my mood about this match completely. I don't know if it affected you boys, but I was feeling pretty confident about the match, and then I saw a lot of City fans going after Arsenal after they lost, and I was like, oh shit. And it changed my mood completely. It was like,
for me,
I felt a lot of pressure after they dropped points.
For me, it was about seizing an opportunity today. It was about going out there. I didn't mind if we didn't have a great performance, but it was about going there, getting the 3 points and coming away, because that could be the difference come the end of the season. These games where teams around us drop points, you need to make sure that you don't drop points.
Facts, 100% facts. It was a mad one. I knew it was going to be tough, man. I've been saying it for a couple of days. I said this was going to be a fucking solid game, man. And people, I think Martin's right. People just look at teams and say the bottom of the league, they've not won a single game. I've watched football long enough to know that's not how football
works. By the way, Wolves did exactly what I said on Friday. They changed their whole tactics around and went 5 at the back.
Yeah,
the Wolves fans were praying for it because they said we've been. I know people's going to concede 21 goals before. That's because they weren't playing 5 at the back. They were playing very open, expansive football, and they were getting picked off to glory.
No, I agree.
It's like I had a chat with Alan earlier, and Alan was in meltdown going, we conceded 3 chances. And I went, yeah, because it ain't FIFA, mate. I understand it. We didn't play brilliant football, but to me, we won. I'm not saying, oh, no, we can't look at the negatives. Of course we can. Was we great today? No.
Well, you know what, Martin? I actually thought we played quite well in the first half.
Well, let's be honest.
I actually did. In the second half, we were trash.
I think
we could have been 2-0 down at one point, though. It was close.
Yeah, I know that, but like
the anti-ball should be my uncle.
Well, the fact is, the thing is with the counter attacks, we always get that right. For me, at the end of the day, I thought first half we actually played quite well. I thought we passed the ball around really well. I thought we played with intent. We passed it quickly, and then for me, it all changed at half time. Pep Guardiola switched Savio and Doku around, which I thought was a terrible decision. Then then the subs as well. I didn't think his subs were particularly great either. I said at half time, I said, you carry on playing how we did in the first half, we'll win this game. And then he switched it all around, and I was like, there was just no need for that, man, in my opinion. And I think that unsettled us a little bit. Doku didn't really do anything on the right. Savio didn't do anything on the left. Before that first half, I thought they were both playing quite well. I thought Doku played really well on the left. I thought Savio played quite well on the right. And that sort of switched it up. But listen, it's just one of those games, man, where, listen, things didn't go quite well for us and we just have to get through it. But I want to come on to the goal because that has wound up a lot of people online. The John Stones goal. Let me go through these super chats first, and then we'll speak about that. Big up to it. By the way, guys, make sure you're smashing up the likes. Over 700 people locked in. Let's get these likes up, man. Yeah, if you're not on, well, you like that.
I love it.
Yeah, it's got to be done on it. You know what I mean? Big up to Lou said, what's most frustrated is Pep had 2 weeks and there didn't seem to be much improvement defensively. 2 passes in the ring every time. Sort it out. I don't think that's the defense. I think that's the midfield, though, Lou. I think our midfield is far too easy to get past. 2 passes, like you say, and our midfield is just gone completely.
We've got no one who can do transition from back to front. And that's why I was impressed. You go back and look at that period of play with Nunes. Come on. Nunes wins the ball, gets up, and then he's doing the 40-yard dash up the other end. That's what we haven't got in our midfield because it is slow.
It's slow.
It is a slow midfield.
Man.
It's 100 years old between the 3 of them. I mean, and by the way, Real Madrid only won 2-1 at Celta Vigo.
Yeah.
So does that mean Madrid is shit?
No, we need to get Zubimendi, man. I'm telling you, this guy is unreal. Trust me.
Sadly, it is. Some have gone in 5-0, bottom of the league. Here we roll, and that's what people wanted. Did it in Newcastle? It's only Newcastle. The amount of times, if I had a quid for every time someone said it's only this team, it's only that team, I'd be a millionaire.
Yeah. No, facts. Big up Omar says, what a way to win. However, wrong lineup again. There is no, I don't think it was the wrong lineup, to be honest, other than Foden, but obviously Foden's must be ill or something. There's no creativity in our mid, nor control. Rico at fault for the goal. Zubimendi or reach it is a must. For me, Zubimendi, mate, I think he's fucking mint, Zubimendi. Honestly, 50 million quid. I'll pay it January the 1st. Big up Danny says, it's just like what LB said pre-West Ham away this season. When Arsenal drop points, just get any win. And a scrappy late win makes it even sweeter, says Danny. Facts, 100%. Big up Lou says, midfield is still defense. That's my point. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it's the midfield, bro. The midfield for me as well. And Benno says, apparently the game's gone if that's a goal. Well, let's come on to the winning goal then, lads. It's caused a little bit of controversy. Mika Richards, former Manchester City player, says it should have been ruled off. It should have been ruled out. What are your guys' takes on this, Pulpy? Let me throw this at you first.
Well, I think everyone is probably in agreement that Mika Richards is a massive element now, and he's just everything's against City. Everything he does.
I agree.
No matter what happens, he's always going to have that angle, which makes us look bad, just because he wants to make him look better. I didn't know at the time, but they obviously disallowed it on the pitch, which I was when they showed that the referee was running over. I thought he's going to fucking disallow this. But I was like, you weren't aware at the time that he had changed it. But there's nothing wrong with a goal. I don't even get why they decided to blow it off on the pitch at the first time. You know what I mean? It's just I was more impressed that we actually managed to create something from a set piece because we have been terrible at set pieces for a long time. And just to see some sort of threat coming from it, and it would have been just our luck for it to be disallowed, right? Just when we had got a last-minute winner, but we take him, right? It wasn't particularly a great into the game. It doesn't really create much at the end, but there's nothing better than a last-minute winner, right? Especially one that VAR decided to give you as well.
Nah, mate. Honestly, that I was losing my shit when I seen it was VAR. I was like, nah, this is Tottenham all over.
You were losing your shit before it, don't you? Were
I can't help thinking about maybe Arsenal fans or Liverpool fans who are, maybe like me. They're off doing something during the morning. So they can't watch the game, but they get a note that the opposition's gone 1-up, right? So they know that Wolves have gone 1-up, and they think, oh, should I turn it on? Nah, I better not. If I turn it on, City are inevitably going to win. They'll come back, and I don't want to watch that. So I'll not look at my phone. I'll not check my phone. I'll not watch the match. But then they know when it's over, right? They know it's over. Oh, I can check my phone now. Oh, fuck off. 2-1. Happens to me all the time.
I know.
So I'm just enjoying the fact that probably happened to millions of other
I
fans
usually
today.
bet on Arsenal though. So yesterday I bet on Arsenal. 1-0 down, I bet on Arsenal to win.
Yeah.
That's how I deal with my life.
Yeah. Yeah, I've stopped watching it or looking at my phone, waiting until I know it's over. Like I was watching that. I was actually in that Joker movie, that second Joker movie yesterday, and the Arsenal game was on, and I knew they were losing, but I didn't check until I knew absolutely for sure it was over. I checked it, and I thought, oh yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I actually made turn a really bad movie into a pretty good one.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I believe it's trash. But yeah, for me, like, I don't know why people are losing the shit. People keep on saying, right? People are so dumb. People keep on saying, and Ben Foster said it. I spoke about it in the last watch along, right? I'm far from a Wolves fan, and people will say I'm sticking up for the goalkeeper union, but that John Stones goal should have been disallowed. Bernardo Silva backs into Jose Sarr, which takes him out of a comfortable set position. What people are not realizing is, that bit is irrelevant. The only part of the play which you have to judge for the offside is when John Stones heads it, because that's when the offside is judged. And when John Stones heads it, that's where Bernardo is. He's clearly nowhere in the line of vision. I don't know why people... If John Stones heads it this way towards Bernardo, yeah, it's offside, obviously. But he doesn't. He heads it this way to the left of Jose Sarr. It's a complete nonsense. And anybody who's trying to tell me, that he's backing into him, so he's offside. No, you don't know what you're talking about. The rule is offside when he heads it.
100%. Arsenal have made a living bumping the goalkeeper like this all season.
Fucking Wolves fans even saying it's a fair goal, man.
You can't be offside off the corner when the ball's
exactly.
I don't know why DT and everyone's losing the shit and saying read the rules. No, you read the rules. You don't clearly understand it.
And the way they're going on is like Bernardo would foul him like he was trying to hold him down or something. I mean, it was literally stood next to him for about 3 seconds before as the ball came in the air. He could have been tickling his bollocks for all it matters. He didn't do anything wrong. He moved out of the way when the header was hit, and it's a goal.
You know what it told me? It tells me that they are concerned because Arsenal fans are the one melting down over it. When 2 weeks ago, when we played Arsenal, and Edison got WWE'd at the end, that was all okay. And when they were doing it at Tottenham away, that was okay. The reason they're upset is because they've lost this weekend and we won. That's why they're upset, because they know they're in a little bit of stuff. And it doesn't, for me, City, are they playing great? No, but at the end of the day, we are winning games. This time last season, we had lost 2 games. We have won. Yeah. We have lost big fat 0 at the moment.
And with +3, Martin. We're +3 on our fixtures from last year, points-wise. +3 points.
And we've got 3 key players out. KDB will be back soon. Rodri will sort out in January. Ake's now back. There was no Akanji today, may I add.
Ake is huge, by the way. Ake being back is huge.
Yeah. Phil Foden, bless his cotton socks. We hope he sorts his head or whatever he's got. So let's just, to me, if this is us when we're in a bit of a crisis, you know what? Look out for when we get motoring.
Yeah. Nah, 100%, man. We should really be going at least 10 games undefeated, man, with our fixtures coming up. You know what I mean? And like I say, I genuinely, let's bring it to the performance, boys. Did anyone, what was your views on the performance, right? Because I genuinely thought first half we actually played decent, lads. I actually thought we played decent. I thought on the edge of the box, we could have been a little bit better in terms of some of our decision making, but I thought we played really well. Second half, we were rubbish, I thought. But again, like, what did you guys think of the performance level?
That save off Bernardo, I don't know how he saved that. That was an
Great save.
Incredible shot. Looked like it was going in the corner. Amazing save. If that goes in, I think we're cruising. But no, I agree with you, LB. First half, we weren't that bad. Their goalkeeper bailed them out once or twice, but second half, you're spot on with the changing the wingers. It was dead. That was a dead decision.
I don't know why I did that.
Nothing was going on there. I would have liked to maybe see Foden a bit sooner, but yeah, no.
Well, he was waiting 8 minutes to come on.
Yeah.
That was wild, bro.
I think the performance is probably somewhere in the middle. I think the circumstances around going, 95 minutes about to drop points to the bottom side. I mean, obviously that was pretty emotional for a lot of us. But it's probably somewhere in the middle. It's not as bad as we felt it was during the match. And, the win makes it look like a great win, but performance probably somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I thought, just up to the final third, just the average sort of that's what we expect from us every week. That sort of dominating, moving the ball around. Final third, I thought we were poor, but there'll probably be games coming up before Christmas where we're absolutely dog shit in the first in the 2/3 going up to the pitch, and we have four shots and score 3 goals. You know what I mean? It just works both ways. So just a bit concerned about the fact that we're not very creative at the moment, but the rest of the performances, I think.
Relying on Vardiol is not going to be sustainable, is it?
No. Because at some point, someone's going to figure out and start marking Vardiol on the edge of the box. At some stage, someone's going to do it. I don't know which team will do it, but someone's going to do it. But the simple fact of this is, today was very different. This is why I'm not. I don't panic anyway. But if you look. At the start of the season, we were a bit more open, a bit more attacking, a bit more expansive. And I would say the opposition were as well. I don't think really the Etihad this season has been a team who's gone and played a back five. Today was a little bit different. Wolves changed. And like Bobby said, we were playing exactly as we always do in the build-up. The problem is, for the first time all season, we had a flat back 10 in front of us. I know there was the Arsenal game. And the trouble is, what do? That's when these balls have to be perfect, and that's when you lose. When you notice the KDB is not there, a Foden and that 10's not there, because normally you want them, but when there's very little gaps, they're the ones who can put eye of the needle balls through for somebody.
Yeah.
And the trouble is, when they're not there, you're noticing it more.
I think KDB, like, I know obviously it's obvious statement we're missing him, but like, I think we're missing him more than just. Like his brilliant moments. Like there was times in the second half that I felt like the team didn't know how to score a goal. Like, when like they didn't have any ideas. And I feel like Kev, man, and obviously Foden didn't come on, and I agree with Move. I think Foden should have come on earlier than he did. But I think with Kev on the pitch, we just have so many different options. And I think just Kev being there means that there's spaces for other people. And when there's spaces for other people, then they've got easier routes to find a goal. So, hopefully Kevin De Bruyne is back for this weekend. I wouldn't risk him against Sparta Praha. I mean, Martin, I don't know why he said risk him Sparta Praha. I don't know why he'd risk Kevin De Bruyne Sparta Praha.
I said play some minutes. I was talking 30 minutes. I didn't say.
And I wouldn't even play him 30 minutes.
Nah,
I wouldn't even play him. I wouldn't play him 30 minutes. I wouldn't give him a minute. I wouldn't even take him. I'd give him a day off. I'd say start him against. Yeah, no, let's keep him at home, bro.
Are you a City fan?
I mean, keep him at home. Keep him at home. I wouldn't even take him to the game, man. And I bring him and I start him. I'd start him against Southampton, because that Southampton game next weekend, by the way, we play them on Saturday, yeah? And then they don't play till Sunday, Arsenal and Liverpool. So our job next weekend is simple. We can win the game and then we can all chill and just sit back and watch the game on Sunday, man.
Tone just messaged me. You want me to read it out?
Yeah, feel free, read it out.
He said, I watched about 20 seconds of LB. We did win, right, didn't we?
We did fucking win, Tom. But yeah, what are you guys saying anyway about the performance today? Any other views?
I don't think it was great. I thought it was. I don't think it was as bad as people are saying. I know the thing is, it's difficult because I don't look at stats, but We conceded 3 chances. That was it.
Yeah. Edison, by the way, huge save.
Yeah, massive.
Conceded 3 chances. And I know there were good chances, but the trouble is, we're back to the. I thought Doku came back defending well today, by the way.
Yeah.
There was a couple of chances as well where Rico Lewis pushed forward quite a lot in the first half. And you had Savio coming back and occupying that kind of right back position. I thought he, again, did really, really well getting back defending.
Yeah, I thought they both played well. Played well. I've seen some criticism about Savio. I was bizarrely, I thought, what the hell? I thought Savio played really well when he was on the right. Obviously, when he went to the left, I didn't think he did too much, but nor did Doku. When he went to the right, I thought Doku did all right.
What I said, it was the shooting. I think they were about the shooting chances they had were poor.
Yeah, Savio made a shot or nothing, right? He nearly scored on that. If it weren't for the keeper having
I can see why Pep tried it. It just didn't work. So
it never has worked Bevel all season, though. That's never worked. I don't know why he keeps doing it.
He wanted the left winger to have the left-footed position, so it could be crosses into the box, and hopefully Haaland gets his noggin on one of them. But it just Haaland's always been poor in the air. For someone who's 6'4" or whatever he is, he's never had great stats for scoring with his head. So
he spends too much time at the far post.
Yeah,
he thinks because he's a unit, he can stand one-on-one at the back post and get a towering header when he should be.
The problem that you've always got with that as well is you have when you're with the opposition team knows that you're just going to be hoofing balls into the box in the hope that Haaland gets his head on. What they're doing is they're sticking 2 of their biggest defenders on Haaland at all times. And then who have you got around him that's got any kind of height? You got Bernardo Silva, who's tiny. You've got Gundogan, who's fairly small. What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a weird decision to swap them because, like I said, I thought that wasn't what we needed to fix. I mean, like I said, it's a very strange game today because I really thought we played well in the first half, and I felt if he just kept it as it was in the second half, I think we would have had a pretty easy second half. But he switched it up, and I think he gets mistakes now and again, but I think he got that one badly wrong today, Pep, and he made it a lot harder than it was. But
do you think he did it for Semedo? Do you think he was trying to get following Semedo back the other way?
Yeah, but sometimes you've got to be
focusing. Pep sits there and goes,
"Yeah,
that other player's coming back the other way."
No, I hear that, Martin. But for me,
what Pep does, he goes.
Yeah, no, Martin. I get what you're saying, but for me, I think you should focus on your attack, your danger, not. Oh, we need to worry about him. Fuck that off,
Pep doesn't do that.
I think Martin's right though. That first half, Semedo had a lot of attacking position with the ball, didn't he? So I think he's probably realised that actually Savio can trap back here and he can nullify that and still be a threat for us going forward, which he kind of was. Yeah. Are we going to talk about Rico Lewis and his mistake at the back post, or is that kind of getting brushed on the carpet because he's not Karl Walker?
Bro.
It's fair.
Oh my god! Yeah, no. Listen, he was poor for that goal. I can't lie.
Can't let it slide. He needs to be pulled up on it because he was responsible for it, right? In the same way, anybody would have got done for that. You got to do it just because it's Golden Boy Rico. He can't get criticised.
No. Listen, no, you're spot on. You're spot on. Pulpit. Go on, tell us what he did wrong. Tell us what he did wrong.
What he did wrong was he got caught too far forward and didn't understand his positioning to be the last man at the back post, whereas John Stones was covering the run across him, which he would have done, and he left the space at the back, and you could just tell straight away that that's where the danger was. You have a decent, competent right back and you can defend. That doesn't happen.
I think that's also part of the problem as well. Like, yeah, I agree. Rico did go too far forward, but I think when you're playing Stones and Diaz at centre back, there's no pace. There's absolutely no pace, and I think we are missing a bit of pace in the centre of the back four as well. Normally we'd have like a Kanji or someone like that operating there who does have a bit more pace, But no, you're right to call it out, and you call it out as you see it on the game. And yeah, I think in the first half there was a couple of opportunities that Wolves had where they'd slipped the ball through, and he was too far forward.
I was quite surprised Rico started, to be honest. I said it at the end of the stream. For me, I think Rico, I don't think he's playing shit, but I think he's going through like probably the lowest sort of form of his City career in these last couple of games that he's played for us, in my opinion. One of the games recently, I thought he dropped an absolute stinker in the first half. Can't remember which one it was. It might have been, was it Newcastle or something? It was bad. I was quite surprised he played today. I would have played a Kanji at right back. And I'd go, I think, Martin, you just put it in the chat. I think we need to go back to the back, the 4 centre backs. I'd go Gvardiol, Diaz, Stones, Akanji. That's what I would do. I think that's for me is probably our best. Well, I don't know if it's our best for because I've not seen it, but I just think that for me is what we should go for. Because, bro, I know Martin, you came on the watch on before and said, "Oh yeah, you're not that bothered about clean sheets and that." But bro, we've got to start keeping.
No, I don't mean it in that way, but it's. I don't mean it now. Of course, I'm bothered about defence a little bit, but what I'm saying is, there's this belief at the minute that we concede a chance and there's a meltdown. It's professional footballers, Premier League, we're going to concede chances.
Conceding first's the problem for me. It's happened far too many times this season. Conceded first against Fulham and conceded first today, and it doesn't set us well for the rest of the game because you're effectively chasing it. We need to be going there, keeping ourselves solid at the back, getting a goal, and then if we concede, then we concede. But there's been too many times this season that we've conceded first, and I don't like it.
What would your back fours be next game? Yeah, let's say Southampton at the weekend. Oh, maybe not. Well, let's just say Southampton. Yeah, I know it's like not the hardest game in the world, but like Southampton, what would your back fours be?
Mine would be Gvardiol, Diaz, Akanji. Gvardiol, Ake, Diaz, Akanji.
Really? You drop Stones?
I think when you've got 2 players at centre back that don't have the pace, you could even play Stones at right back. So yeah, okay. I don't like 2 slow players at centre back because it just doesn't work. So you have to have one that can at least have a bit of pace. So for me, that would probably be a Kanji. So yeah, probably put Stones at right back. Yeah, okay. So Gvardiol, Diaz, Akanji, Stones.
Okay, Pulpy, what are you saying?
I'd just keep it really simple. I'll just go with Gvardiol, Diaz, Stones, and Kyle Walker, and let Gvardiol be the one that goes forward, and have them 3 as the nucleus, and do away with this constant inverted Rico Lewis, who plays right back, inverted right midfielder, number 6 plays as a number 8, and inverted 10. He's all over the pitch. That's why he's having stinkers at the minute. He's all over the place. He's only a young kid. Let's just go back to basics, get a bit of pace at the back, and then just try and shore up these and get these clean sheets.
Okay. Mulv, what would your back four be?
Yeah, I've got to stand up for Rico Lewis here, man. What is going on this panel? Been like our best player this season.
He's been one of our best players, right? I agree.
Yeah, against Southampton. Yeah, I do like the 4 centre backs across the back 4, right? Against the big boys, I like that. But against Southampton, you got to play Rico Lewis, man. Like.
That's why I was a bit like, I don't know about to say Southampton, but I agree kind of what you're saying. Against Southampton, I probably would stick with Rico, but in the bigger games, I'd play a Kanji right back.
To answer your question, I wouldn't drop Stones at the moment. So the choice for me would be between Diaz and Akanji. So Gvardiol's a lock, Rico Lewis on the right, and then the 2 centre-backs. I mean, it's a good problem to have, isn't it? I mean, I think we've got the best set of defenders in Europe. You've got Ake coming back. So I'm not too bothered who the 2 middle ones are, but I keep playing Stones until he inevitably pulls a hamstring.
The only reason I say that is because when you're getting balls played directly through the middle like it was today, and you've got Diaz and Stones, who, let's face it, they're not the quickest of players. That that for me is where part of the problem lies. There's too many times that we see goals where because we have such a high line, we don't have enough pace in the middle at the back to compete with whoever their attacker is, So I don't know. I like Akanji in the middle just because he's got that little bit of pace. But
no, that's
hard to argue against Akanji. I mean,
he's been brilliant as well. Martin, what would your back four be?
I like Rico. I just wouldn't go as far as Wolves' best player this season. I wouldn't go that far, but I think he's been.
Who is it then?
Best player this season, probably.
Not the guy who had no touches today.
I don't think he's really been a standout for us overall.
I'd say Haaland or
Vardio, maybe.
Vardio was great.
No, but listen, I think Rico, but I said it very start of the season, Rico was never going to play 70-odd games. He's 19. And people have forgotten that, and this belief about Walker's never coming back in. Walker is going to play. Saw some fans today celebrating his injury. Well, we are some fans all of a sudden. Is that what we're coming to? Like, give your head a wobble. But
that's
Walker will play. It's just whether people have to accept that. But for me, I'd go Gavardio, Ake, Stones, and Akanji.
So you drop Diaz?
Just for the quickness. I think I love Diaz as a defender. I just think he's one of the slower ones.
Can I pull you up on that? And Bevo was speaking about as well about this whole quick thing, right? For me, yeah, we're vulnerable on the halfway line, right? Because when we lose the ball's played in behind us. My opinion on that is, I don't think you're going to be able to stop that with just having a faster centre back, because the momentum is not going to be with the centre back anyway, right? Because the centre back's facing that way, the strikers side on. They've got momentum. They've got to turn. I don't think you're going to be able to solve that. For me, the issue is in the midfield. We've got to stop the ball going in behind our defence. I don't think by putting Ake in there or by playing Akanji, you're all of a sudden going to be going, oh, that's fine because they're faster than Diaz. I don't think that's how it works. I think for me, you've got to stop the ball getting there in the first instance. And that means we've got to press better in the midfield. We've got to stop them being able to get the ball and look up and put the ball in behind. Now, when we had Rodri in there, you have players who are slightly more energetic, a bit more energy. Yeah, we did that. Now, obviously, with this midfield trio who are all over 30 years old, I don't think our press is as effective in the middle of the pitch.
I don't think it is the Rodri thing. To me, this is where the Rodri thing, that was the one thing Rodri got caught a lot on. When you watch Rodri wasn't the quickest. You watch him last season. The big thing for me is the midfield. You are right. It is the midfield at the moment with Gundogan, Kovacic, Bernardo. It's too slow. But you are missing that KDB outlet. To me, I'll say it 1,000 times. KDB for me is a bigger loss than Rodri right now. A bigger loss.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I'll explain why. Because last season we couldn't win a raffle without Rodri.
Yeah.
Now we've won 7 on the bounce without him, 8 on the bounce without him, or whatever it is. We are winning games without Rodri. When you look to where we stopped a little bit is when KDB went out.
Yeah, but the problem you've got with that is Foden's also not been playing either.
Yes, that's what I mean. Because you're having to basically play 3 sort of, how do I put it? Because we've always said Bernardo was not a creator. Bernardo's not a 10. Yeah, Gundogan can be a 10, but for me, I think he's better as a 6.
No, I think Rodri's bigger miss than De Bruyne. I can't lie. I think he's way more important to this team. I think the problem with Kevin De Bruyne is the fact that Foden's not playing either. So that's why we're looking at Kevin. I think if Foden's in the midfield, I think we're fine. It's just Foden's not playing. I don't know what's going on with Foden.
If you get something out of Gundogan, and I think you will eventually, it's just got to I feel like it just something needs to click with Gundo.
Did you think he played well today, Move? I thought he played well.
Yeah, I mean it's all right, but yeah, again, I don't think goals from Vardy are the way.
No,
I think goals from Gundogan, like from one of the 8s, would be great.
At least Gundogan's getting into the right positions. Like, I thought he's got into some great positions today. Newcastle, he got into great positions. Inter Milan, he got into great positions. It's just not coming off right now. He's just not getting those goals, not getting the assists. But I think it'll happen. I think at some point it's gonna click into gear and he'll go on a mad streak. I really, really do. Guys, make sure you are smashing up these likes if you've not done so already. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. Martin's got a show tonight as well, by the way. Is it 9 or 9:30, bro? 9 o'clock on Mancunian Way. And of course, make sure you're following City Bevel TV and Noisy Pod as well. Let's have a look at some of these chats that have come in. Big up to that. Shout out. If there's ever a rep for Man City, it should be Hart or a Noah, not Mika the clown. Very disappointed. Bro, I agree. I think I don't class Mika as a City rep now anyway.
Oh, Shawnee Wright. Shawnee Wright's another one.
Sean's great.
Nah, Mika's just there, man, for the views. He just tries to get the views in, man. He don't want to piss anyone off because he's waffling today. I was an ex-City player saying that should have been ruled offside. Yeah, what is he talking about, mate? Waffler. Big up to Whittier as well. It says Gundogan or Silva can't recover the ball quickly in midfield. Our last goal can happen because Nunes can recover the ball quickly. Nunes needs to be started. Well, you know what's funny, Whittier? Yeah, I always said last year when Rodri got sent off, I was so shocked that that Pep didn't try Nunes as a CDM in those 3 games just to see if it could work, because he's actually got one of the main attributes you need as a CDM in this team. He's quick. Now, I know he's not as good on the ball and he does lose it sometimes, but I'm quite surprised he never tried it.
Who was it where he tried to turn against and cost us a goal?
Yeah, I think
remember that one.
Yeah. At home, yeah. It was towards the end of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember it. But that's what I'm talking about.
I think that killed his CDM hopes.
It did kill his CDM hopes. It did.
I did think today was a bit of a tricky game to chuck him into. It was like chucking him into the Lions Den, wasn't it?
Luton, apparently, people are saying more. It was a Luton game. Big up FUA says, when are we ever that great after an international break? I don't know. Listen, I think these next 2 games for me now are important. Slavia Praha on Wednesday and then Southampton at the weekend. You know, I want to see our performance levels increase a little bit. I want to see a little bit more, especially Saturday when Kevin De Bruyne should probably be back. Obviously, I don't think he'll be back, but then Foden should start on Wednesday. So there's no excuses now. I mean, like, we're in October. We're at the end of October. Like, players are fit. Players are match fit. Like, we need to see that performance level start to increase now. And to be honest with you, like, I don't think we're getting enough credit in the media, you know, because we're unbeaten. Right, we're second. We've played harder games than Liverpool. Right, they've only played Chelsea and United. Yeah, I think we're doing really well. Like, our performance levels are not at the level that we want, and I think we can improve in that. But for where we are in the season, the fact that we're unbeaten and we've played Arsenal, Newcastle, and Chelsea, I don't know.
Record 31 games.
Yeah, we're plus 3 points on last season. If you look at our corresponding games, we're plus 3 points, so we're already improved there with a win today. Like, we're doing all right, man. The media are not really talking about it.
LB, check your phone.
Oh, okay. Big up to Keon says, today showed that we have a lot of old and average players being carried by Pep's brilliance. If we are serious, then we need to refresh the team. 100%, man. 100% we need to refresh the team. We need to refresh the team, 100%. I think, you know, we're looking at Musiala, we're looking at Wirtz. Well, where are you guys at? Before we wrap up, guys, where are you guys at with the whole transfer and refreshing of this team? Pulpy, let me fire that one at you, man.
I mean, I think we all know the era's coming to an end, right? And it's going to be really difficult to get any sort of players that get us back to that, like, the last 5-6 year standard we've had. If there's any one particular player I'd want, it'd be that Wirtz, just because he's lighting up the Bundesliga like De Bruyne did at that age. And he just seems to be that same sort of player. And I think De Bruyne is the one player that we're going to struggle to replace the way we play. So if we can get somebody in that might be like that, then yeah, I'd be all over that like a cheap suit.
Yeah, Wirtz or Musiala for me. We have to go for one of them. Apparently, we're still in talks. We still want Musiala. Don't rule us out of Musiala, I'm being told.
Go for both.
I think you have to simultaneously run for both. I think you simultaneously have to run for both of them.
The money's there. If you can get them both, then that's obviously the greatest bit of transfer business we'll ever do. But you know, if it was a coin toss between the two, I think Wirtz will have the bigger impact just because of his creativity. It's something we're desperate to replace when KDB goes.
He is more KDB style in it.
Yeah.
The other thing as well is you look at them as players, and you can say, okay, well, out of the two, I'd probably say that Musiala's probably going to end up a better player. But it's not always about the best players. It's about the players that fit the system. You know, you look at various other teams, like the team over the road, you know, for God knows how many years, they went for names and it didn't always work out for them. You know, they brought in players because of the name of the player. Not, you know, you look at us, we brought in, you know, like Julian Alvarez. You know, who's this kid from Argentina? You know, Akanji couldn't get a game for Dortmund. You know, what we doing bringing Akanji in? Oh, he's not going to get any game time. He was pivotal to our treble winning season. It's not always about the name; it's about
the squad, isn't it? Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, Tone's here. Yeah, Tone.
Evening, lads. How we doing?
All right, mate. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. It's Marie's birthday, but her friends are here. It's fucking havoc down there. I said, sod this shite. It's bloody pandemonium, mate. I got out of the way. The Colts are playing shit as well. So I'm like, sod this, I'm going on LB for 10.
Go on then. So talk to us. What's your take?
Right. Did we win? Firstly.
I knew he was going to come on and say that.
I know what
I knew it.
Me and Tony for about an hour on this.
Yeah, did we win, lads? That because I've been partying. We've been 2-1 up here. We won 2-1, right? It's not you guys, I don't mean. Bloody Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. It's gone nuts. It's gone absolutely nuts. All Blues are arguing, throwing their toys out the bloody pram. Right, we've got 20 from 24, I think. Is that right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Or am I way up? Yeah,
no,
20 from 24. We played Newcastle away, Chelsea away, played Arsenal, and Wolves are tricky, as we saw last season. Brentford are tricky. We saw that every time we play them. We're doing.
The freaking happy clappers have arrived, chat. Kick these happy clappers off the street.
Oh, I love it. Look, you know, it's 20 from 24 points. Champ League, decent start, winning a draw. Are we playing great? Not particularly, but isn't that a good thing? That we're fairly average overall, and yet we're still doing very, very well. I'm always told that's a good sign. But look, I think we've had a good start, certainly in terms of points from the games we've had. And we know we get better. We have this every bloody season. This time to around January, everyone starts going, we're shit at this. We can't defend. Pep's lost the plot. The treble season, up until January, February, we're not winning sod all. Loads of people are on that for bloody
We had the
months.
same one last year as well. Do you not remember last sort of October, November time? Everyone was in meltdown again. We can't defend. 4 each against Chelsea, 3 each against Tottenham. And everyone went into meltdown. We won the league still.
It's bloody driving me mad. I've got women screaming downstairs in the living room, people having a moan at me on there. The NFL team's shite. Everything's kicking off. Martin's texting. I'm saying, bloody sod this. I'm going on LB.
Hey, Tone, cut the Arsenal fans, man. You see the Arsenal fans on Twitter, man, moaning about our set pieces when they do that pretty much every single game, bro.
Mate, is there a fan base that are less... or any other fan base that is more insecure than them? I mean, other than my other half, by the way, is an Arsenal fan. She's great. Other than her, but the Arsenal, she's great. But the other Arsenal fans, absolute idiots. They're all over my bloody timeline as well. When they thought John Stones' goal had been disallowed, and there was 3 or 4 of them going, "Way!" Got it straight back. Just send cherries out. You know, I like the emoji thing, and you'll reel about 100 of them in. That's all I did. I literally just put cherries on there. They're all off.
Bro, I think they're losing it, me Arsenal fans. So yesterday in the away end, they were singing about City and how the league's corrupt. Yeah. Today they're saying that we're corrupt because of what happened, even though they do that kind of shit every single game with set pieces. I'm being told that in Arsenal group chats, they're talking about how the Premier League is corrupt and they try to dox every single referee and that. Bro, I swear to God, I think they're losing it, man. I think this whole 5-year process is like, they realise now that it's like, it's got to a point where they can't just keep on saying...
I'll tell you what it is, LB. They know if Arsenal don't do it this year, they're out of excuses on Arteta. Arteta's got no safety net anymore at that point.
Facts.
Yeah.
And some have got to... Everything Lee Gunn has been saying will be true, and they do not want. It's like, this is what I was saying today, and I don't want to turn into an Arsenal stream, but this is my whole point. They never understood, City fans were not criticising them being negative because it was City. We were criticising them because we knew they had to A, win at City to win the league, and B, they would go defensive again. Because that's a mindset now. They went to 10 men against Bournemouth, took Sterling off, and brought a defender on.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it clicked in the brains. They went, Arteta, this is Arteta's game plan. Yeah, it is.
It doesn't.
Now.
It doesn't sit well either for me when it was 0-0 at one point, and they were sitting back and putting 11 men behind the ball against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
They did it against Brighton as well. Same
Well,
thing.
that's what I mean. And the funniest thing from yesterday was I've got to give kudos to Bournemouth's admin. Quote tweeting Liam Gallagher and putting biblical.
I tell you what, made me laugh. Did you see Arsenal's tweet? Heads up on to the next. Nah, they because fucking Lee calls them out for that every single time, and they tweeted that at the end of the game. Heads up on to the next. By the way,
we've got the best defense in the league.
Yeah,
our defense is a bag of shit.
Yeah, I said this, Martin, earlier.
Does someone make this make sense to me?
Well, I said this earlier. I thought, Wolves, they tore through us time after time. They had 3 shots. You know,
I've already done it, Tone, and I got told.
Right, well, fair enough. Look, the defence isn't great. We know they're a bit suspect at the moment while they're settling in, but I'm not having it. I'm not having some of this narrative. I'm just
like I told you, Tone, earlier. Someone texted me that Tommy Doyle was better than Nunes. Tom texts back to me. It wasn't Tom, by the way, but I was telling Tom.
We all know who said it. We all know who said that, man.
I was not even getting in the Wolves team. Never mind the City one.
Yeah.
Did it begin with an A by any chance, Mark?
It may do. It may actually do.
Just going back to Arsenal quickly. The one thing that I'm enjoying that is the ill discipline that Arteta's always had. He's a little mad ass, you can just tell. And it's starting to seep into the players, and they're getting double yellows and they're getting booked. And their heads are going, they're crumbling, and they're all saying we shouldn't be doing. Declan Rice saying we shouldn't be doing stupid things. He got fucking done for 2 yellow cards for 3 weeks ago. And I love to see that in that you could have seen in the dressing room that the mentality is starting to go down a little bit, and they're struggling, and these stupid yellow cards and these red cards are like seeping in. And it's all coming from Arteta thinking he's this big bollocks. And you know full well inside that he just can't handle the pressure, and he's starting to come through.
Don't be saying that. He'll be walking around with a light bulb around the dressing room again soon.
Yeah, pickpocketing shit and all that sort of stuff, whatever, mate.
We have the light bulb. We have the light bulb.
It's so satisfying to see that the ill discipline that they've got.
Light bulbs. Absolute.
No, it's in that fact. You know what, Pub? That's so weird. You just said that because my mate, literally, I was speaking to my mate about it today, and he said the same thing. He said you're starting to see some of Arteta's mentality and personality really be implemented in that, but you're getting the good things and the bad things. Yeah, you are, and you're starting to see that now. And you see it with the fans.
So loser, you just tell.
But they are. They're also, and you see that with the fans, Pulpit, because the fans are like that. The fans never accept anything is
always somebody else's
wrong.
Fault, isn't it?
It's always somebody else's fault. Every single time, it's someone else to be. They don't accept responsibility. Whereas, like with us as a fan base, we don't go overboard with it. But like, we'll ask questions. Like when we lose, we'll say, "Oh, that wasn't good," or "That wasn't good." Like very rarely do we look at the referee and just start slagging the referee off. I remember the Wolves game last year. We shouldn't have lost that game. Huang should have been sent off. Was there any meltdowns from City fans speaking about the referees? No, there wasn't.
No, if that was the way around, did we write in letters to the
meltdown when we win?
Didn't they write a letter? Didn't they write a letter to the?
Yeah, they wrote a letter.
Wrote a letter to the Premier League complaining, saying this is bullshit. Oh, this is basically because Arteta's been on. It's like that's the mentality right there. That will always be the difference. That will always be the difference between how us as a team, as a club, to what they are, and they hate that, and they know it inside. In their heads, they're like they know the cracks are showing, and they're just ready to start smashing things up. So it's everyone else's fault. Yeah,
I tell you what, Paul, if Liverpool beat Arsenal next weekend, that would be fucking insane.
I hope they do. Because then they've got Newcastle and Chelsea straight after that in the league. They've got 3 tough games.
This, by the way, was pathetic, man. Getting a dog.
Tone, didn't you want to ask LB a question about the last 10 minutes of his watch along?
Yeah, I had some tweets, LB, saying, Martin, you shit stirrer. LB, I had a few tweets saying LB just wants Pep and all the players out. Like, I don't know, there's only 2 or 3 of them. But they were like, LB's mad at meltdown tone, your mate LB. What's going on? What's happening?
Bro, I'm an emotional being. Fucking hell. I don't sit here and just be like, all right, you know what I mean? I'm emotional, man. I'm an emotional guy, innit? And at that time,
he's just getting ready for when it does eventually happen. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, man. Nah, it was crazy. Listen, big up, lads. Big up Tinsay as well. Says Pep is so good that he's trying to beat himself. I'm pretty sure that means something dodgy in some countries. Man. So I'm going to move on that real quick.
Adam, whoa.
Well, it does, man.
Yeah. Here it does.
Really like that.
In America.
Move?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't say,
bro.
The
you
word
don't say
beat.
that, man.
Yeah.
The word beat is not the right one. Right, guys, we're going to wrap it up, man, because I'm being told we need to go to the pub 10 minutes late. So big up to you guys for jumping on. Big up to Pulpy, as always. Move. Make sure you guys are following the Noisy Neighbours podcast. There'll be another one coming out real soon, reviewing this game. Tone, big up for jumping on, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, mate.
Martin, you're live at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
For the panel show.
Toxic positivity live at 9 p.m.
If you want toxic positivity, Happy Clapping FC, go to Martin's stream at 9 p.m.
Oh, no, Alan's coming on, so it won't be that positive. Alan's coming on.
It won't be positive. It's not the show for you.
We're having a meltdown.
Yeah. Big up to Bevo as well, man. You guys make sure you subscribe to Bevo at City Bevo TV. Big up to you guys for jumping on. Nobbins has just gone live, guys, so I'll send you over to Nobbins. I'll do a little redirect there. But big up to you guys. Make sure you drop a like. I'll do player ratings tomorrow at some point. Subscribe if you're watching back on replay. Give us your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.